Here we are again on, I guess you can call it Edgar's morning walk. We're in the Hamilton Cemetery. There's Edgar. A little bit more solemn this morning, maybe it's because of the overcast sky. But I have a specific one I want to talk to you about this morning. You can see it peeking up over top of the earthworks there. And there it is. George Tuckett's home, I guess you could say his new home. His old home was the house attached to the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry building. And George Tuckett was the tobacco king of Ontario. He had a factory that was located closer to York Boulevard and Queen Street. Today there's a mini mall where it would have been located back then. Now, an interesting story about George Tuckett comes to us from the Masons just before he died. Now, his wife had already passed away. At this point, he had a special friend that lived across the street from him. The butler knew about the whole situation, because the butler always knows. So George Tuckett would leave in the middle of the night. He would come back, and one night he didn't come back. So the butler knew there was something wrong. He goes across the street to the special friend's house and finds the friend crying in the corner, and George Tuckett is very much dead. So the butler is quick thinking, knew this would be a precarious situation for him to be found, and runs across the street, goes into a shed to get a wheelbarrow, comes back across the street, dumps George Tuckett's body into the wheelbarrow and rolls him back to the house there. Goes in through that side door, and in the main office where Tuckett did all of his business, he props the body up in the chair behind the desk, so that when he called the police and the police arrived, they would see that George Tuckett was only doing what he normally does, and that's working hard on his business. Now, the fact that I'm telling you this story meant the butler's secret didn't keep, but a very interesting story. So the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry building is at Queen Street and King Street, if you'd like to go have a look at the old house. It's the one with the battlement on it. And here at the Hamilton Cemetery rests George Tuckett himself. I'm Daniel from the Ghost Walks. With me, Edgar. Edgar, say goodbye. Goodbye. Thanks for listening.